All right, what's going on, everyone? Been too long since I've done one of these, but I know that I've been asked to, hey, when's part three coming? Well, part three's coming today. So this one's entitled Buy the Damn Concert Tickets, subtitled, well, we're already there. And that story's going to come up too. So I'm going to start you over here on our wall of basically Megadeth, Metallica, Five Finger. Got to meet Megadeth over at Coliseum in Windsor. We were floating around the casino, and I looked over and I'm like, it looks like Dave. Sweatpants, hoodie, hair all back. I'm like, yeah, that's Dave. So I followed him. He sat down and ate lunch. I let him go. So when we met him, even with Vic Rattlehead 2, I said, hey, Dave, how was lunch? He's like, yeah, it wasn't bad. I said, yeah, I saw you eating, but I didn't want to be that guy. And he just looked at me and said, yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So that was, Dave being basically Dave. So that was a fun meet and greet. Interesting how casino Windsor and Coliseum at Windsor work. They don't really check too much. We had our meet and greet pass on, walked right to the front. No one ever said anything. That's where we stayed the entire time. Actually had a little bit of a side stage thing too. And lovely people in Canada. We got done with the side stage, walked right through everybody else and got our spot right back at the barrier. So wouldn't happen in Detroit. Thank you, Canada. Love it. So over here, you've got your Metallica shows. Going back to the Hardwired tour, we were seeing them at Comerica Park. We already had tickets for, that was a Wednesday. Saturday, we already had tickets in Toronto to see Iron Maiden at the Budweiser stage, sorry. So we bought the tickets for Metallica here at Comerica, then found out they were playing in Toronto the day after the Maiden show. So, well, we're already there. Might as well just get that one too. So 5 days, Metallica twice, Iron Maiden once, 2 different countries, 2 different cities, however you want to call it. Fun little 5-day trip. If you need to go out to Toronto, take the train out of Windsor. Tip for you there. Over here, this is a very cool picture. The story behind this one was we were at Freedom Hill, and it was Slayer, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Behemoth, and Testament. Okay, so this is actually during Anthrax when our friend Joe, photographer, Full Access Detroit, look him up on Instagram, awesome. Joey Belladonna during Madhouse grabbed Joe's camera and started snapping pictures all around the crowd. Weren't sure how anything turned out. Joe went through the pictures. This one turned out. That's where we were right down there. Interesting fact, though. Also, I made a picture of when Behemoth got the drumstick and it's mid-air, and I snapped a picture of the crowd, and there I am getting ready to grab it. So there we are down there. Once again, picture snapped by Joey Belladonna. You got little meet and greet with Anthrax was it last year? Might even be the year before. I think it was 2 years ago by now. Time goes by too fast. But I do want to show, all the different Metallica shows. The one in Toronto, that snake pit pass I found in the ground. Asked the security guard, slapped it on my wrist. I hopped the barrier, ran into the snake pit. Unfortunately, somebody had counterfeited and bootlegged a shit ton of passes for the snake pit that were not even real. Security didn't know it. So when we got into the pit, it was like this the whole time. It was mashed in people. Still was pretty cool because I walked out of there about 20 different pics from all over different shows when they threw them out. So moving along, as we go through, got some Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah, we had a set list autographed by Anthrax. These 2 set lists, yes, are the same. They're the same show, but this one was actually given to me from the stage manager who was down in the pit, talking to him as he's walking back and forth, just shooting the shit. He's like, hey, here you go. So that was kind of a unsolicited, just said, here you go. Kind of a cool thing to have. Ivan's glove that he normally will wear. Yes, finger cut out, but I'm just going to leave it right there for right now because I know it's missing a finger. It's okay. Over to here. I know I'm moving kind of quickly through this, but I know you guys got busy days, and I don't want to waste too much of your time. Up at the Machine Shop in Flint, we did a meet and greet with Nonpoint. Their album X hadn't even come out yet. We got to listen to the entire album, meet the entire band, get things signed before the album even dropped. It was before the show. Butcher Babies opened the show. They did their own thing. We sat out for about 45 minutes with the band. That was a fun, really, really cool meet and greet. So, up here, you'll see another little Nonpoint, but you'll also see some Gary Holt, some Frank Bellow, and you'll see some Ted Aguilar from Death Angel. They were at Motor City Guitar, and just doing a free little meet and greet thing. Went up there, talked to them, shook hands real quick at the show from Frank and from Ted. Right down there in front, got a pic from each one of them. Kind of cool. I think they remembered who went out there. Okay, so that was fun. As we go back through here, into the corner here, you got some Dirt Fest, originally up at the Birch Run Expo Center, moved down to Pontiac Fairgrounds, the Crowfoot Fairground. They don't do it anymore, but this was really a cool event. Got to meet Killswitch, got to meet Asking Alexandria, got some autographs, so that was a fun thing. Scan on down through, met Mustaine again at Machine Shop, promoting the new beer. Metallica, still got to go up on the wall. Haven't taken care of that yet. Gemini Syndrome. I'm going to give you some stuff on Gemini Syndrome right now because I like them. They're probably not going to be a big band ever, but it just is one of the bands that I like to go see. This drumhead was given to me by my daughters. And the interesting thing here, it is a played drumhead. And everything you see on here outside of the manufacturer is done by hand. So on the tour bus, black Sharpie, everything, the symbols, the name of the album, band, all done by hand, autographed by them. Very, very cool. Another autographed picture from when we saw them at a different time. So if you get a chance to see Gemini Syndrome, go check them out. Okay, they're actually a very, very good band. Really solid. As we tool through the corner here, ran out of room, had to put some more set lists over here. Autographed shirt from Machine Head when we saw them back in February. And the Wall of Slayer, as it is. We saw them every time on the final tour. Grand Rapids was the only time we did not have pit. So we were not on the rail for that one. Well, we had missed a meet and greet at an earlier show. Reached out to the tour manager, said, hey, can we still do this? We weren't there. Or we could actually, because we didn't want to miss the show. They were doing a meet and greet during the show. So they said, sure. Well, we got into the venue, checked Instagram. Paul Bostaff had put where he hid his drumsticks. That's them right there. So we ran up the escalator, found the palm tree, grabbed the sticks. So that was from Grand Rapids. It was kind of cool, the hidden ones. Then we got to meet them, and I got to hold the sticks while we met them. Very, very cool. Want to take your attention up to here. This was at Pine Knob. This was actually Mrs. FRB birthday. And what she did was made up a nice red shirt that read, today I'm fucking 50, fucking Slayer. Got a drumstick, got some guitar picks, got a lot of love from the bands. So that was very, very cool. You know, Tommy even looked at her and said, hey, cool. Set list we got up there too. And I'm going to finish out this little corner with the Kiss Alive 3. Now, why is that there? Well, that's because Kiss Alive 3 was recorded at the Palace of Auburn Hills before it got dropped. And I know this, that I was near the soundboard. I am on that. I know I can hear my yell. I'm not going to do it, but I do know that it's distinctive and I can hear myself on there. So that's why I got that, because it's something that I can remember forever. So this is pretty much going to conclude this section with one last item coming up. Next series is going to be all my Maiden stuff. But down here on the table, also a bunch of various stuff that's been picked up over the years. You got yourself a nice little bottle of Frank's Red Hot Sauce. It's actually not Frank's. This is actually from Hatebreed. This is Frank's autograph as well too. Got that from him. Got a few things we picked up from an Ozzy show. You got yourself some Volbeat sweatbands. You got some Shinedown sweatbands. Autographed water bottle by Breaking Benjamin. Some Papa Dollars. And you got this thing. It says Detroit right there, but it's actually Pine Knob Clarkson. Nonetheless, this was from the Ozzy show. Ozzy has this wonderful thing that he does is grab a big, huge fire hose and sprays foam all over the entire crowd, well, especially with the first 5 rows. No clue what the foam was, but this was the handle that opened up the floodgates for everything to be shot at us. And as you can see, it's autographed. So, and it's even marked here, no more tours right there. So this was actually given to us after the show by the keyboardist. So how many other people got it? No clue, but it's a one-of-a-kind item. So I think that's actually pretty cool. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up for now. Going to swing you over real quick to do the sign off. Over here on my shoulder, you got the Maiden wing. That's going to be at least one, possibly even two more shows. So I appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and if you want to send me an email, you want to give a private comment or want me to talk about something or expand on anything here, drop me an email at frontrowbobby@gmail.com. Appreciate you coming by. Talk to you guys soon.